GameStop's recent activity is bringing several other meme stocks into the spotlight. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, guys. With the recent return of Roaring Kitty, if you don't know who that is, look it up. GameStop is once again in the spotlight, but this isn't the only meme stock that is catching attention. So let's take a look at some of the additional stocks following in GME's footsteps and why investors should be cautious when they're dealing with these high-risk investments. Before we get into a few of the specific stocks, first, I do kind of want to hear your guys' thoughts. To everyone watching, of course, we want to hear from you as well. Leave your comments down below. But what do you guys think about the influence of internet personalities like Roaring Kitty on the stock market? Is it good or bad for retail investors?
I mean, I think it's good because it provides an entertainment value to the market. But I mean, he's an influencer like anybody else. It just comes down to what his track record is. And right now it's pretty iffy.
I'm kind of indifferent towards what his particular value is one way or the other for retail investors. We've done enough of these videos. My opinion about investing in GameStop are well known. I don't think anybody that invests in it is foolish. It's just the question of they have a different risk tolerance than I do. They have a different way of assessing risk than I do. Roaring Kitty, yeah, I'll leave it there.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Well, now that we got some of our thoughts out about GameStop, I'm sure there's many more that we could share, but let's talk about a few tag-along meme stocks as well. Right. First, AMC, one that we have covered before. It's the world's largest movie theater operator that can't seem to make a profit ever. What do you guys think about the future for this stock? What is it going to look like?
I think the future for this stock is liquidation. The four things that I've got written down from my notes that really tell me not to get involved with this one are its losses and the balance sheet. You know, it's losing money continuously. The cash balance is down. The shareholder deficit is growing. And then there's dilution and the short interest. The stock has been diluted by 100% over the last year. The share count has doubled and it's 20% short. So with losses and a weakening balance sheet, I mean, this is like Mullen Automotive. It's just going to go down to the dumper. Whatever they do to boost the stock price is just going to lead the short sellers to lean heavily back into it and send it back down.
Yeah, and I think if anybody's counting on the fact that there's something there with a business model, I think that it's important to note that AMC doesn't even own a lot of the movie theaters where they're doing business. So it just doesn't seem to be a very viable business model fundamentally.
Right.
And that's sad because it's movies. We love movies. AMC should be great, but it's not.
Right.
All right, well, let's take a look at BlackBerry now. But first, I do want to share quickly with our viewers how they can get free SMS alerts for stocks that matter most to them. Want to keep your finger on the pulse of the market? Text the word YouTube to 68285. That's 68285, and get free breaking news alerts from MarketBeat for the stocks that matter most to you. Don't miss out on crucial updates. Stay informed and stay ahead. BlackBerry is another one who once dominated the smartphone market with their physical keyboard-infused phones, but BlackBerry has shifted from smartphones to now cybersecurity. Do you guys think this transition justifies its meme stock status?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. My first response when I saw that on the list is BlackBerry is still a stock?
Yeah.
I mean, and now they're shifting. So this kind of seems like GameStop. GameStop has tried to change its business model over the years and it's still failing. Mm-hmm. So I don't think BlackBerry is going to do that great right now.
Yeah, I was familiar with BlackBerry making this pivot a couple of years ago. I think first of all, they're trying to pivot into a very competitive sector where there's a lot of established players. And secondly, they're going into, as I have understood it, they're going into largely cybersecurity as it impacts the automotive market. And I just don't necessarily see there being a great synergy there right now from a fundamental standpoint. I'm not sure if BlackBerry is going to make it to the finish line here.
All right, well, another one that used to be the talk of the town, maybe it still is, Beyond Meat. Do you guys think that plant-based meat is a strong enough market to support its stock? Tell us a little bit more about your thoughts on this one.
Well, I mean, I kind of like the stock. I think the product is okay, but I mean, I'm not a vegetarian, so I'm not buying it very often. But you can't really argue with the market. They're struggling. Costs are a problem. They're not really gaining traction. The analysts don't like it. They have a strong sell rating and a 40% downside, and it's 40% short. I mean, there's really not a lot about this stock to make me want to buy it, except for maybe as a very itty bitty, super speculative position, just in case there was a massive short squeeze. But what's going to spark that?
Yeah. I think that Beyond Meat went public at a time when it was pretty much the only game in town, or close to the only game in town from a retail perspective. If you went to the supermarket, you weren't going to find many other options other than Beyond Meat. I think at that time, one of the problems was it was a premium compared to ground beef. Then the pandemic hit, that premium went down a little bit, but then competitors came in the space. And I just think that right now, Beyond Meat's just got a lot of things working against it from, from just being that strong buy of a stock that an investor can count on.
All right, last meme stock I want to bring up today is Big Lots. It's a home discount retailer and a big disappointment in its fiscal Q1 2025 earnings. Chris, do you think its discount retail business can survive the volatility of the meme stock market?
I think the discount retail movement and market is here to stay. I think it's very investable, but I'm not sure if Big Lots the right company to do that with. Very high short interest on the stock. I think it's around 24% right now and like 4 days to cover. This is a company that's just experiencing large losses every quarter. They are right sizing their inventory, so there's some good things trying to happen here, but I just think this is a case of there's too much competition in the markets in which they do business, and consumers just have a lot of alternatives in the discount retail space.
That's true. There is tons of competition. Big Lots is another name that I have liked in the past.
Yeah.
But my feeling over the last year or two is that there's just been too little too late for them as far as like trying to gain traction and keep their target market interested. They've really lost some relevancy in the discount sphere because you've got names like Ollie's Bargain Outlet and BJ's Warehouse, wholesale clubs, TJ Maxx, Ross stores, all really killing it, right? And Big Lots is just like it's a ghetto version of a discount store. But something out of all these three stocks, I think it might be the one that you could risk some money on, because they are right sizing. They're supposed to be returning to growth soon and regaining their margins. I think the biggest risk for them right now is the balance sheet. They lost a lot of money over the last few years repurchasing shares when they should have been hoarding capital. So it's kind of a crapshoot on this one. Maybe they can pull it off. Maybe they can't.
Yeah, they cut their dividend. I think it was last year. They cut they suspended it. I should say, not cut it. They suspended it. So yeah, that's
right. This was one of my big picks for the pandemic, for the social distancing movement. I mean, it was huge. It did so well, but then it just didn't follow through. So
All right, guys, speaking of risking money, to wrap this up, I just want to know if you guys have any insights for investors on kind of how to navigate meme stocks. I mean, we know that money can be made from these. Obviously, it's a high risk investment, but do you have anything to leave our viewers with regarding that?
I want to say meme stocks in general are not investable. They're tradable. If you want to try to buy one before the meme craze hits, that's tough. Which one is going to be the next meme stock? If you want to try to trade them, you got to wait for the meme action to start happening. And then you just got to be ready to get in and out when the swings happen. And not that I'm saying y'all should do this, because that's incredibly risky. I mean, I'll bet you Roaring Kitty is not very happy today. GameStop is down pretty hard from the other day. So, meme stocks, watch them, enjoy the entertainment, but stay out of them.
Yeah, if you're going to get involved, like Thomas said, this isn't something that a buy and hold investor is going to want to take a part of. But if you're going to be interested in it, I would suggest you join, or at least you follow a community like Wall Street Bets, because this is in their wheelhouse. This is what they're looking for, short-term action to try to get a quick profit, get in and out. That's what it's about. If that's not your investment style, I totally understand it. If it is your investment style, maybe look at something like that. It's a community of people who would be like-minded, and they could probably point you in the direction of potentially profitable trades.
All right, well, these are just a few of the other meme stocks surrounding GameStop. So be sure to head over to marketbeat.com as we have the latest news and tools to help investors stay on top of things, including meme stocks. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know if there's anything specific you're searching for, and we'll point you in the right direction. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll talk soon.